But yeah, we're live.
Oh,
We're live?
We
Nice.
are live.
You're using my timer?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right.
So you can fire it up whenever.
All right. So let's go. 3, 2, 1. No, hold on. Gotta.
Oh, reset.
Reset. First reset of the day.
All right, we're ready. Gunple. Starts off with a. My timer start. Yeah. Starts off with a 4-minute and 41-second unskippable cutscene. That thankfully you don't need to mash any text in. So.
Nice.
Yeah. This game you've probably never. Well, some people in chat definitely know about it because looks like some people are excited for it, but most people probably have never seen this game.
I know this game just because I think it's DK Ludi speedruns it.
Yeah. He's been. I think he did some runs recently. I don't know, but unfortunately, this game doesn't get that much love. At least not lately. It used to be kind of popular. It kind of was just like one of those games that few Link to the Past speedrunners like to have it like, on the side.
I think it plays similar to Link to the Past, right?
You could say so. It definitely looks a lot like it. If I had to compare it, this game is a lot less combat oriented. Other than the bosses, there's not so many rooms where you'll be using weapons. Well, there are definitely, but not as much as A Link to the Past if you put them side by side.
Gotcha.
But aesthetically, definitely very similar. Guess I can talk about the story a little bit. So, you're the cowboy guy, young guy, and there's like some alien baddies invading different parts of your area, and it's very generic. And then these space sheriffs show up, and they want to clean it up because apparently the bad guys come from their galaxy or whatever. They've been tracking them, and one of them is going to invade our main protagonist's body and control him throughout the rest of the story. So that's pretty much it. We're gonna run around the map, Link to the Past style, the different dungeons, and
We're at Link's house.
yeah, it looks like Link's house, doesn't it? We're gonna be entering the town pretty soon. And what happened recently is we found a way to skip the first dungeon. By doing that, we also skip a bunch of texts. I'll skip I'd say close to half of the text in the whole run is like at the beginning. And we get to skip it by completely skipping the first part of the game. So usually you go to your own house, speak to your mom and dad, and they see you acting all weird because you've been, you're not actually yourself anymore. You're the alien stuck in your body, and your parents disapprove of you. They kick you out. And there's another scene with a little girl in the town. But you get to skip all this, and that's a lot of text. It's pretty annoying to mash the text in this run. So you only get to mash it with one button compared to like A Link to the Past where you get all face buttons. So any text that you can avoid makes the run more fun. But the trick that we need to do to skip everything is one frame. Here we get busted right at 420 on the timer. That's not a coincidence.
Oh, it's being busted at 420.
It happens. So, alright. Here we go down to the beach. I'd say I get 3 tries for this. If not, I'll have to do a save strat. I'll call you frame worthy. There we go. So, entering the water and pressing select, which opens up the map on the same frame, gives you this glitch state, which is pretty broken. The HUD is broken. You can't tell right now, but I'm dead. But I think actually dying is tied to the death animation, so it doesn't happen up until you reach the floor. It's pretty counterintuitive how you navigate through the water with the glitch state. You're holding a opposite direction. And also your movement's broken, you can't diagonal anymore. Up until you hit this transition, and now you're fixed. So that was the trick. We get to completely skip the first area of the game that's normally, like the rest of the map is usually locked. Now we have access to most of it. Pretty cool that this trick wouldn't work if it weren't for the fact that beating the next dungeon opens up the paths back into town, because or else you'd be locked outside of town. Like the event that happens when you beat the next boss just sets those flags to move guys out of the way. Anyways, we're heading straight to Dungeon 2. So like you can see, it's very much like A Link to the Past, like how the screens are laid out, a lot of the art.
Yeah, it's very uncanny.
You can pretty easily tell. This game came out really late on the SNES, so we've got plenty of time to study Link to the Past. So we're entering Dungeon 2, I guess with one less life, and one less HP, because similar to A Link to the Past again, every dungeon you beat gives you a heart container, extra HP. But also in this game you have extra lives. So what happens when you run out of HP is, instead of going back to the beginning of the dungeon, is if you have extra lives, you'll be resurrected with full health right where you died, until you have no more health, and then you get spawned right back to town, which can be used later. We'll see. So another difference from the old route is here. We used to bomb this boss, but now we have to fight. And it's fine, you can kind of cheese him by doing this same motion every time he opens up the second phase, or second pattern. He always shoots the flames the same way, so you can kind of place yourself in a way that you can shoot him, but the flames won't reach you. Usually this only takes 3 cycles if your fire rate is decent enough. And I got him. Oh, he went into that animation, but he still died. You can tell as soon as the bullets start going through him. That means we've depleted his HP. So now I took an extra hit at the end because I want to be as low HP as possible when I clear dungeons, because there's the score screen coming up. And on the score screen, there's a countdown for all the health remaining. So less health you have, the faster the countdown is.
Nice.
Yeah, not bad. So that was Dungeon 2. We're going to be skipping 2 dungeons during the run. So Dungeon 1 and then Dungeon 4. So here we are going back to town. In the old route, we would go straight to Dungeon 3. Oops. But now we need to get the gun.
The gun.
Yeah, the other gun. Sorry. I already got one. Gotta get the Uzi. Some real tools. That Uzi gun is going to be used pretty much only in Dungeon 3 and 4. Then we'll get rid of it. Not rid, but we won't be using it anymore. Hopefully.
Oh, Uzi Bert.
So collecting a bounty, because we didn't get to collect the one that we normally did after Dungeon 1. The money routing changed a little bit since before the trick, but in the end, it's better because you don't need to farm a gold coin pretty soon. A lot of people didn't like that part because it's pretty random. So yeah, this new trick eliminates tech smashing, randomness. So far, so good.
Game's a lot better than Went to the Past.
Yeah, I know. So here we got the first gun, just the Uzi. And he's going to offer us 2 more guns. They are both trash. And we will make sure not to get them. It's like a spread gun that's really slow. The other gun I don't even remember. Oh, it's a bazooka. Bazooka's probably worse. Even though we thought it had some potential, it turned out to be really bad. Here we could maybe... Oh, nice. We got the drop. So this drop, it's kind of cool. We get to skip farming the first room in Dungeon 3. Dungeon 3 is really where the randomness starts kicking in. There's basically two points in the game now that are really random. You can lose a lot of time. So this ability here was the Big Punch. Big Punch is what blocks off Dungeon 3. It's just behind some destructible rocks. So it doesn't matter if you take some damage here, because the point at the end of this dungeon is to do a death ward. So you want to die a couple times. So here you want some bombs. Only certain enemies drop them. These guys do. I think you get 6 chances, and you want 3 bomb drops. So every drop is a 25% chance. It's like every enemy can drop 4 different items, and they just drop equally. So 3, you want 3 out of 6, 25% chance. That's very rare that you'll actually get it. But 2's enough, and we can work with 1. And if we really get nothing, then we can always farm at the end. Everything good? No problem. So, like I said, that's the extra life system. Different from A Link to the Past. So this game, honestly, if if you compare, it's definitely a lot easier, a lot more noob friendly. There we go, you got a bomb. So 1's enough, but I'd really like to get some more. And maybe I can get... I was hoping for an extra... I'm gonna need another Uzi as well. Especially if I don't get bombs, because I'm gonna have to fight the boss.
So is this Turtle Rock?
This is not Turtle Rock. Wait. It is actually.
I was really tempted to ask that question, so...
It's absolutely Turtle Rock. You're gonna see why in a moment. Okay, so there's an Uzi, and we got 1 bomb. It's not the best, but I'd rather not just re-farm this room a bunch of times. I'm just gonna... I think this is actually the right strategy, is to go in with less bombs and fight the bosses as well as you can. So yeah, this is definitely Turtle Rock, because here comes...
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Man, even the boss is a turtle. Insane.
Super Treads.
Insane, dude.
This guy should die in 3. Oops, good. Bad aim. Should be good. Alright, so here we want to take a death because we got an extra life. And as soon as we exit this dungeon, we're just going to take a death warp. It's going to bring us right back to the town. It's faster than just moving there. I didn't mention during the dungeon, but that was probably my favorite dungeon song. If you want to go back and listen to it on YouTube, it is called Red Canyon.
Dungeon 3 clear.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
So, whoops. Here we want to take damage off the seagull. It's a bit faster if I wait up on top of the stairs, kind of manip his movement. Ooh. Good call, dude. Get this fast enough. Alright, good. So this is also a bit faster than before because we have less HP since we skipped the first dungeon. It used to take 4 hits, now it takes 3. Tell you everything about this new route is better. So 1 more bounty to collect, and then we won't need to get any more money from here anymore. So we're gonna get a bunch during this segment. Here we get the cross. Just a quest item. There's a ghost. It's blocking off the path to reach like a whole half of the map, I guess. And the cross is gonna scare him away.
It always scares me away.
Scaring the Void fan away.
So a good way to get past some of the enemies is to just stand in front of them until they shoot you and then you move away from them. Alright, entering part of the run that would be the 4th dungeon, but we're going to skip this. So I can't exactly explain how it works, but basically you just do the same glitches before, this time using this projectile. There we go. And then you transition. Those transitions allow you to do something weird with the map, where for some reason kind of scrolls you a whole screen to the left. And there you go. So normally to reach this part, you need the snorkel. Snorkel is like the flippers in Link to the Past, just allows you to swim. But yeah, to get the snorkel, you need to be Dungeon 4. So entering Dungeon 5. And this is another really good song, so now that I get to point it out before, you can actually enjoy it. You can probably enjoy the last one too. Just pay attention. Notes gives you a eerie feeling. You're probably very uncomfortable right now. So we want to death abuse out of this dungeon as well. So taking deaths here is not a problem, as a matter of fact. There we go. You want to route in as much damage as possible, so that doing the death abuse at the end is going to cost you less time. Yeah, it was pretty fun trying to find the best ways to take damage without having it slow you down too much. You want to just take damage off the stuff that hurts the most, and try and not have it boost you backwards as much as possible.
I love figuring ways to die.
No, it's surviving in this run is usually not an issue. At least not past the first part. I always forget how I do the combat in that room. There's just a few rooms in the game where the doors are locked until you actually do the combat. Again, not unlike Link to the Past. Yeah, those rooms are usually pretty cool. They have cool ways to solve. I forget how to do them. Oh, so now we got the powered up gun. So we just picked up from the chest.
Powered up.
Oh yeah, it's like the bullet size is as big as my head.
Damn it, I was gonna say that, Sean.
Much. So, unfortunately, we didn't get the bomb drops from Dungeon 3 to allow us to do a quick kill on this boss. The bombs I didn't mention, but they're really weird. They can sometimes deal a ridiculous amount of damage. It just matters how you position yourself, like where you throw the bomb exactly and at what timing. It's really weird. I'll stop you.
What kind of boss is this?
You can give them points for originality. They tried. So, I still got one extra life. I'd like to take another death. Shouldn't be too hard. It's just the next phase is going to take a lot longer than it should. Yeah, just take a hit. I want to take another hit also because there's a extra screen or mention when you get a perfect score when you finish a dungeon with full health in the score screen. So just take another hit. Normally you can beat this guy in 22 bullets. As you can see, that took a lot more. So yeah, the run is really dependent on having the Dungeon 3, which is not so bad since now you get to skip a big part of the beginning of the game, so Dungeon 3 comes faster, you have to reset there, it's not as big of a problem. So it won't cost you as much time of your life. Alright. This game looks fun to play casual. Yes, it is. And if you want to play it, you can try the translation patch. You should be able to find it if you look it up.
Oh man, you gotta illegally play the game.
So we're going back in. Take a death.
That's warp pipe.
Oh yeah. Always gotta mention this guy's idle animation. It's quite particular.
Pretty good out animation.
Yeah, I bet people in chat like that. Alright, going back to town. Now we can get the snorkel. So we do need it. Unfortunately, definitely one of the most physically painful part of the runs, where you need to mash your dick off.
I hate mashing. It's the worst part of speedrunning.
It's hard to disagree.
Yeah, honestly, you're not wrong.
Is it as bad or worse than resetting, like actually resetting the speedrun? That's a good question, I bet.
The thing is, if you reset, then you have to redo the mashing that you did in that attempt, so...
Yeah, but does it suck as much, like, right on the moment? I think I'd rather reset than mash.
Yeah. There's some like, cathartic feeling to resetting.
It's a different kind of hurt.
Yeah. Can't compare them. Apples and oranges. So this guy is the brother of the guy who gave me the big punch, and he just tells you, hey, I'll go see my brother again. So give you something. So completely useless guy, but we need to use it. The trick to swimming fast is holding the B button to stay underwater, and then mashing the A button, which is to make you go swim faster. For some reason, if you're over water, you can only swim at a certain speed, but holding underwater button, I don't know, you can just infinitely mash it. But we're through. We did fine. So, a pretty funny mistake that people make is they come and get this item. This is the Shoryuken. The uppercut. The purpose of this power-up is to go up waterfalls. And it's pretty funny because it happens to everyone. They get the item, and then they're like, okay, we can go to Dungeon 6 now. There's a waterfall that you pass right in front of that you're supposed to go up, and it's really important because you go get this other power-up item that doubles your damage. It's the headband. People just always forget that. Then they reach the next.
It's just like X2.
Yeah, get the sure you can. It's not there. This game is inspired by all the best games. It's got the Link to the Past Everything, and then it's got the Street Fighter 2 Shoryuken. We're also gonna see Chun-Li. She's the next boss. She also got a twin.
Got a twin.
Yeah. Get some bombs. So 3 bombs is all we need to do all the quick kills at the end of the run. So yeah, overworlds are pretty chill. You never do much combat. You just kind of run around. Try to not get burnt. Dang. That's fine. Alright. Dungeon 6. AKA Wood Tower. A couple locked rooms. There's a few other rooms that have interesting movement, so you could say it's a cool dungeon. I know Moogle likes this room. It's very zen how the scythes just bounce off in a very choreographed manner. So here's the walkway. Just try not to get knocked off or just walk off myself. So we did it. Another locked room. One thing you want to remember when you walk into locked rooms to make them a little bit faster is you want to draw your gun before the transition. It's getting your gun out is a little slower. That was nice. Like on your first shot, it's going to be a little slower if your gun's not out. That's what I was trying to say. And that was Dungeon 6.
Oh, that was an interesting dungeon.
Yeah. I like the floor. It's a nice floor.
Oh, the panel.
Yeah, it's the floor you see in rich people's houses.
Twin robe.
Yeah. Yeah, that's Twin Robo. Why didn't I think of Twin Robo? Oh, Sally. Here comes Mary. It's the real names.
Real names?
Yeah. Not making it up. It's their real names in translation. I don't know if those names actually translate to... Like, I don't know if there's a Japanese equivalent to Sally and Mary. $22 gold, alright.
Wait, you golden?
I don't know. I've honestly not done that many runs since the new trick, so golds are free. Well, here, punch the wall right on the left. It attracts the guys, so you don't have to walk into them and risk getting flamed up. It's a cool trick. Unfortunately, we didn't get the carrot. That's one thing that hasn't been important until this point. there's like this drop that you can only get on the overworld. You can only get it also after beating the first dungeon, or pretending to beat it like we did. It's a carrot, and the carrot summons your ally, the donkey. The donkey goes very, very fast. Didn't want to use them until now because there were chests on the overworlds that we had to pick up, and you can't open chests while you're in the donkey ride. So it wasn't useful up until this point. So after Dungeon 6 and after this cutscene coming up is when we want the carrot drops. So we don't have to open any chests or anything. I hope I get it. I didn't get it in my practice runs just before, so I'm bound to get it now. That's how it works. So yeah, sorry about this cutscene. It's gonna basically you go and tell the sheriff you beat 6 dungeons, and he's like, "Oh, okay, just beat the 7th, and we're done." So no recognition, no gratitude, nothing. And then we go outside to speak with the girl, and she just gets kidnapped by the 7th boss.
Nice.
Yeah, which is cool because we're gonna go and slay him anyways. So. Just be very efficient with our goals. Strike 2 birds with 1 stone.
A copy starter too.
Alright, let's hope for another carrot. Oh, 1 carrot. One more try. That's too bad. We get to walk our way. Dungeon 7. It's fine. It's honestly not the biggest time loss. There's also another part here where we're really gonna want to carrot fast. It's to get the ride to the headquarters. If we don't get it fast, we'll have to refresh the screen to farm it again. That can end runs. So entering Ganon's Tower.
Oh my god. Can't believe it.
Yeah, except it's super easy. You're really not fighting anything. In 100% you get a nice mid-boss to fight. And 80% you just get to breeze your way through this tower. It's really just a tower. The rooms are laid out in a circle, and you just walk around. Promise the boss is cool. We also just saw the Indian robots. I thought that was an interesting enemy archetype. See, here he is again. It's a big, chunky Indian robot. So we did it. And a small cutscene where this boss guy, the Baron, reveals our true identity as the space sheriff. And the girl is all surprised. And you promise her you will explain later. Oops. So we got some hot boss music coming up.
Oh, baby.
Mm-hmm. I didn't mention though, my cables, on top of my TV being busted, my cables are also kind of messed up, and I only have one of them plugged in. So I'm sorry if the music sounds off. Yeah, no, I know. I'm really sorry. I did order cables, but they're not in yet.
But you promised the hot boss music, so...
Oh, it's still good. It's still good. It's just
Okay.
you might not even notice it. It's got the bongos and everything. Oof. A lot of whiffs. Alright. Let's put this bomb. Should be good. Yeah, I got him. Alright, so that quick kill is pretty precise. Both the timing and the spacing. Yeah. I was pretty happy to find this by accident when I kind of first started messing with the game. And it made me realize how broken the bombs were, so I kind of went in and tested out a bunch of stuff on the different bosses and found a lot of ways to get the bombs to deal just crazy amounts of damage. And we're gonna see it one more time on the last boss. Hopefully, we can blow up some parts of him real fast. That was Ganon's tower.
Nice. So now we only have Ganon's left, right?
Yeah, we have another Ganon's tower because we gotta like refight some of the bosses. Yeah,
Gotta refight the Light World bosses.
exactly. So we're gonna fight the first boss, which we didn't see. And then a couple more. First, this cutscene. This is actually, I think, the longest cutscene after the intro, of course. This one you gotta mash. Two, yeah, close. This is Sunset Riders Cross Wild Guns, Cross Link to the Past. Deluxe Edition. Unreleased. God, I'm sweating from all the smashing. Here we got the bomb, which is another quest item. And here we hope we get lucky. So we're gonna speak to our sheriff buddy who's been just chilling on this hill the whole time. And he gives us the ability to warp to the headquarters now, but we need to get a drop, a carrot drop. It's the wrong vegetable. Never lucky.
Never lucky.
So yeah, this happens, and your run takes a pretty big hit right at the end. There is the carrot. So like I said, 25% drop rates on every item. This took 6 tries, so below average luck. And get a text prompt, tells you, do you want to warp to the headquarters? And we do.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, this area of the game there's no way to access it otherwise. So there's really no way to break the game using the glitches that we had earlier to reach this area. Because otherwise we could just beat the game super fast. Yeah, so that's the first boss totem.
It's Nantaka.
Nantaka!
Yeah, this is basically GT Part 2.
Mm-hmm. Alright. You skip the part of his animation. Saves like 4 or 5 seconds. Need some tight fire rate. So I didn't really mention, but one of the really key parts of getting a good run in this game is really to practice the firing the most efficient, like as fast as possible. Because it's easy to like try and be optimal and just go a little bit too fast, and then it ends up being super slow. You just gotta find the right rhythm. So anytime you got some free time during the run, it's not a bad idea to try and just shoot.
Just shoot.
Yeah, just shoot. Whoa, he shot that rocket super late. That's really weird. I've never seen him like off the script like that. That's really weird. He usually shoots the rocket close to the door, really early. And he shot it really late, so close to the wall. Whoa.
Whoa.
So that's the last boss we get to refight.
Fight Twinrova again.
Mm-hmm. Oh, this time we actually fight her as Twinrova. Or actually, like that's the second phase. So I guess the first, I don't remember no. You do get to fight them both at the same time in Ocarina of Time. The first phase. I haven't played that game.
Yeah, it's not that good of a game, TBH.
Alright, so I hope y'all found this run nice and comfy.
Oh my god, it's another GT.
Now we're entering the boss, and should be pretty quick fight, even if it goes bad.
This looks like another Nantaka.
Oops, all Nantakas.
Alright, so we're gonna try and time some bombs, and then shoot properly.
Oh god, it looks crazy.
Yeah, this guy's pretty cool as a final boss.
Cool is one way to describe it.
This is the final phase. I'll let you know when time is. Oops. Ah, bad fight. Alright. When the orb cracks is when the time. So 1, 2, 3, and 5.
Nice run.
Nice run.
Yeah, thanks. That's not bad. 52, casual, I'll take it.
Not gonna lie, I'm a little disappointed it's not like Ganon at all.
Yeah, it's a little easier than Ganon for sure.
Yeah.
But at least it's less bullshit.
Yeah.
Nobody likes to fight Ganon.
Ganon
yeah.
is too hard of a fight, man.
Yeah, on pace, definitely. Nobody likes to fight Ganon.
No one can do it.
But yeah, in comparison to Link to the Past, this game is very easy. Just a few things that can go wrong, but generally, like dying is really not something you should have to worry about.
The run is safer, I take it.
Yeah, no, it's fun. It's a fun run. I've done a couple marathon runs of it, and it's always gone well. So.
Nice.
Yeah, so thanks for having me, Floyd, and everyone in chat. Hope you all.
Yeah, thanks for doing this run. That was really cool.
That was really fun.
Yeah, thanks, Harold, for the commentary.
Yeah, I'm
Hanging out.
always here to help.
Yeah, cool. All right, so rolling out. Enjoy.
Rolling out.
Rolling out.
For the marathon.
Thank you.